everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well and have been doing okay these last few weeks. I know it hasn't been easy for me the whole time, but at least we still get to gather together on Sunday, even if it's over video. Today, we are going to talk about the fact that God's light can shine through us. So to begin, we're going to do our object lesson. So here we have our flashlight. Now what do flashlights do? They shine a light. So I'm going to turn my flashlight on. What do you think would happen if I took this book and I blocked the flashlight? The light doesn't come through anymore, does it? But that doesn't mean that the light isn't there. It's just getting blocked. Now, here I have my window. It's bringing in a bunch of natural light. What would happen if I closed my blinds? The room is dark. That doesn't mean the light from outside isn't there. It is just getting blocked. Light can change by different things like blinds or things blocking it. Another thing that's really cool about it is our eyes control how much light we see. Now, in the middle of our eyes, we have something called our pupil. Our pupils adjust depending on how much light we see. They tend to get smaller and kind of close off, kind of like the blinds when there's a lot of bright light to protect our eyes. They also can get bigger when there's not a lot of light and we need to see things easier. It's kind of like, have you ever been in a dark room and you haven't been able to see anything, but the longer you stay in the bright room, or the dark room, you are able to see things better. It's because your pupils are getting bigger and are adjusting to the darkness around you, and you're able to make out the different shapes and things in the room. So that was our object lesson today, talking about how light changes when different things come in front of it or how it's still there. Now we're going to start our Bible lesson. Our Bible lesson comes from the book of Matthew. We're going to talk about the story of the Sermon on the Mount. Now, the Sermon on the Mount was one of the most famous sermons that Jesus preached while he was here on earth. One of the many things he talked about was the idea that Christians are supposed to be salt and light. That sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? Well, imagine you had two bowls of popcorn. One had salt, one didn't. Which one would you rather eat? I know I would rather eat the one with salt in it. That's because salt makes food taste better. Jesus told us to be like salt because Christians can make the world a better place when we are living for Him and bringing honor and glory to Him. Also, in Jesus' time, salt was used to prevent food from going bad sometimes. Christians can prevent the world from being a completely dark place without God, because if we're living for Him and telling people about Jesus, we are bringing more light into the world. Jesus also told us to be like a light because Jesus' light shines through us. Now I'm going to demonstrate. It would be pretty silly if I tried to use my flashlight with no light on, right? Because the point of a flashlight is to shine a light. That's like, we are supposed to be flashlights that are on. We're not supposed to be flashlights that don't have our lights on. We are supposed to shine brightly for Jesus. So when we are shining the light, people who don't know Jesus, they see God in us. We are supposed to shine for God. And so that's our Bible story today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it and that you remember our story with our flashlight and how we are supposed to live for God. I miss you all, and I cannot wait till we get to be back at church. Have a great week. Bye.